sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Come on, tight dog. Hey, 0.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Go. Hold up. Hop on. Delta. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got one. Alert. 58 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep. Let's go double count right here, double count. Watch twist. H3.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check 13. Good. Motion. 61. Match spots. Mike. 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. McKenzie now to return it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 54 Mike. Check.
Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Run pass, run pass. Good, good, 4 down, 4 down. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch. Let's go. 5 on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he's going to... And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Choose it. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go, D. Check 50, check 50.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Still got 4 down, 4 down. 49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Good up for signal.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
This is Carson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
You.
Touch 50, touch 50.
58 to Mike, 58. Go. Coming to you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Get your swerve on. 58, boys, 58.
Hey, alert.
Come on, D. Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense.
Well left.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Now it's Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. To return is McKenzie. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Allen on third. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
6-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Trying to improvise. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Allen, going to throw again. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They still can't get it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. There's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Airing it out for Olsen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Moss, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A good pickup there, a 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Just keeping the play alive. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
Hey, Miller, there's a loss. We taking wins home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They're running it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go 14.
No.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Wilson, and he's got Lockett. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Wilson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Completes it to Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen now throwing again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. Now he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
X3, 218, chop it.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Half 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Now Allen again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. It's complete to Diggs. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So Allen's going to look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Carson, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1.